Hello, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video, and welcome back to the horror bar. So this is going to be an unboxing and review. So we are unboxing and reviewing the Texas Chainsaw Massacre figure, Leatherface. This is made by Mezco 112, so you would have guessed anyway by the thumbnail, obviously, because the thumbnail will be this image of this figure. So I did want to get this last year. It was on my top 10 to get last year. I've put it on this year's top 10. So I really wanted to get it pretty much straight away, beginning of the year, get it out of the way. And yeah, because I missed out last year, and I think it only came out last year. I don't think it's that old. It could have been the year before that, but I'm pretty sure it was last year it came out. So we're going to get it open. We'll see what we think of it. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this looks. This will be my first Leatherface in the collection. I don't have any figures or anything like that of Leatherface in the collection, so I'm looking forward to seeing this one. There's different looks you can go with this Mezco one because they include everything, so I'll probably end up rocking the actual look where he's wearing the suit. Basically the woman look, they call it the pretty woman look, I think it's called it, don't they? I've seen the film. I will say I have seen the film, but when I saw the film was a long time ago, so I don't even really remember the film. So that is something I really need to re-watch it, so I can see what I think of it now. You got plenty of packaging, which is good to keep it nice and secure. It's not a very big package. So yeah, I think this is the third time I've had a Mezco figure, which has been, the box has been pretty small. I think the biggest one I ever got, which one was it? I think it might have been Silent Hill 2, the Pyramid Head. I think that was the only one with a big box. Because they're not big figures though, so that's why they're not going to be big giant boxes. So there's plenty of bubble wrap on this as well. Right, just get all the paperwork out. Let's have a look so you can see. Still got its plastic on. So I did purchase this from Mad About Horror. You usually get an art print with it, but I did actually was it in there? No, there's actually no art print in there. So maybe they just didn't have any at the time, or they've actually run out. Let's take this bit off. So there's the front of the box. So that image is obviously iconic to actually the movie itself. I think it's on the original VHS, probably tape, and the DVD. I've tried getting it on DVD to add to my horror collection, because I'm trying to get all the old horror DVDs and not actual Blu-rays, because I want them in here. I won't mind actually trying to get it on VHS as well, even though I couldn't watch it on VHS, but that's starting to creep up in the collection now, when people getting the VHS ones. But I have been trying to get this on DVD, and it's very difficult to find. And when you do find it, it's very pricey, and I don't want to pay loads of money for it. I just want to pay a few quid for it, because that's all I pay for them. The horror DVDs, because they're not expensive, they're not worth a lot, not right now anyway, but they'll probably go up in value like the VHS tapes. So you can see the side of the box there, so you can see it's the 1/12 scale. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and you can see the actual picture of Leatherface there, and you see the box at the back there, so you can see all the stuff what it comes with. So yeah, the Pretty Woman look I'll probably be mainly rocking on the shelf, because I just love that mask. And again, the same on that side, and at the bottom is just all the information of of Mezco itself. I wonder if it has a date on this, because I'm pretty sure it was last year. Hang on a minute. No, it wasn't last year. They're saying it was 2022. I don't know, yeah, so maybe it wasn't last year. I know there was a delay for it, because originally when I wanted it, he was waiting quite a while for it. So what else is in there? Right, so we've got some instructions. So the instructions by looks here is just for the actual chainsaw. So you do get batteries with it, and you can add the blood effect to it as well. So it just makes the sound of the chainsaw. It's just more information, so you can see how it looks there in the plastic. So I don't know how many. I think there's only 2 layers to this. Sometimes there's 3 layers, but yeah, I think there's only 2. So you can see in that layer you get the different outfits. So you've got the old woman and the actual Leatherface apron, plus the stand, the blood effect, the holder for him, so when he's standing on his base. So you can have him standing on the base, so you can have this, so it's holding its waist. I don't know what they're called, waist clamps or something like that. You get a baggie as well for all the extra pieces. You get the magnets for the chainsaw. I always use these waist grabbers just to hold it into place a bit more, because they're expensive, but they're not too expensive. But the size that they are expensive, and I don't ever want them falling off the shelf and getting damaged. So I always use these for when I'm displaying it on the shelf, which I always display my stuff, which it won't be too long and everything will be back out on the shelves. So yeah, that is then in that box. We'll just take the front of this one off. So you can see everything that comes in this one. So obviously you got the main character yourself, you've got loads of different hands, you get a bucket of blood, the chainsaw, the 2 different head sculpts, the hatchet, a little bone knife by the looks of it, a little sledgehammer, and some more blood splatter. So we'll just take this out now. All I'm going to do, I'm going to get everything out and lay it all out properly so we can have a better look at it. We'll just get this out now so we can see it. Okay. So just take that off. Yes. So first impressions, I'm liking it. I am really liking it. The thing I don't like right now, I'm going to tell you right now, is the actual shirt itself. This is probably accurate to the movie. As I said, it's been a long time since I've seen the movie, but I just wish these was a bit longer, maybe about down up to here, just to cover that joint up. But yeah, apart from that, it looks absolutely fantastic. I like the feel of the material they've used for the trousers as well. And you see the little belt buckle there. I wish that was metal. That's not metal, it's plastic. I wish that was metal though. But the head sculpt on it looks really, really good. Yeah, it looks, it's coming out on camera. It's looking very brighter than it is, and it's not that bright. It's more duller, but it does look good in person. I do prefer it where it looks duller at the moment. So yeah, on camera it doesn't look that dull, but yeah, it does look really, really good. And you can see he is carrying a bit of belly fat there, which is accurate, because he was a big man, wasn't he? But I think he could move pretty quick for a big man. I think that's what makes it more scary in the movie, the fact that how big he was and he can actually move. So yeah, the figure looks really, really good. So what we'll do now, we'll just get everything out and get a better look of everything. Right, so I've got everything laid out. So what we're going to do, we're going to have another good close look at the actual figure first before we go into all the accessories. So this head sculpt is done absolutely fantastic. The paintwork looks absolutely on point. The detail and sculpt is really, really good. You can see his eyes there as well. Wow, I just noticed his actual mouth as well, and the teeth. And these are really, really small. And the amount of detail they've got in there, look, in that head sculpt. That is crazy. That mouth just looks so real. The teeth. I mean, you can't even see it, you know, like if you're not looking for the camera and you're looking at it in person, you can't even see it as good as that. That is crazy. So the outfit and everything, like I said before, The tie looks very good, looks nice. The shirt is done very nicely. Like I said, I wish the sleeves came a bit lower down, but that's probably accurate to the movie. You can see obviously he's got some weight to him, so he's got a big belly on him, which is right again. The belt, like I said, with the belt buckle, I really wish that was metal. Obviously I can understand why they haven't done that. You've got a little bracelet as well, what he has on his wrist. And the pants, like I said, they do feel really, really nice. There's actually pockets as well. There's no pockets at the back though, which is interesting. You'd think there'd be pockets here, with them being trousers, but well, saying that actually, you don't really get pockets in the back of your trousers, do you? I'm thinking of jeans and these. Oh, is he wearing jeans or trousers in the movie now? That's gonna bug me. You'll have to let me know in the comments down below if he actually wears jeans in the movie. If he's wearing jeans, then surely the pockets here. So again, I'm not 100% sure on that one. The boots look very nice. See how far they go up though, if they go into actual proper boots. You know, in Mezco they probably do. Mezco are very good at doing stuff like this. Yeah, you can see they're very tight to lift up, but they actually are boots, and they've actually got some detail on the side of the boots as well. Wow, that looks awesome. That, I know it looks odd, but that makes me want to just display it where you can actually see the boots, because they've done all that work to them and you're not going to be able to see all that detail. Let's try and get this back down again. They're very tight to pull up. There's plenty of material there, which is good though. It's not too short, but like I said, obviously it wouldn't be accurate to the movie if I display him where his trousers like so far up so you can see the detail in the boots. But it's a shame that the boots are covered over and you can't see the detail. And you can see underneath as well, they've got peg holders for the so he can stand on his base. So the movement, it feels like it's a double joint to me in the arms. Maybe it's a single. I don't know. I'm not very good at the knowing where the double joints are and everything. There's no swivel there in the bicep. The arms still come up about there, which is okay. Head movement is good. Doesn't seem to be coming off his peg as easy. Sometimes sometimes the head joints come off really easy on the pegs, which is a good thing in a way, so you're not going to damage it out. There's not much movement in his waist, probably to do with all this extra basically belly that they've added. Yeah, I'm not going to go over too much of the movement. You can see that he's got a bend in his knee, and you can move his feet up and down, side to side. Okay, so yeah, I'm not going to go over too much of all the bends and everything, because that's not really my sort of thing to go over. Basically, I don't really do stuff like that. But yeah, so we'll put him to the side for a minute. We'll just stick him out of frame of the camera because I don't want him getting the camera focused on him. Let's have a look at the chainsaw, because this is probably one of the coolest things what it comes with, which everyone's probably going to display in the actual chainsaw itself, which looks really, really good. I do believe what I've seen on other videos, I think it's that bit what comes off to put the batteries in, and that's the little button you press up there to actually make the sound. So we're going to add some batteries to that in a minute. And you can see it's got a little pull thing there, but it doesn't actually pull. Yeah, so the chainsaw looks really, really good. I like the blood splatter and everything to it. I might add some more blood to that though, make it stand out a bit more. But you don't really need to, but yeah, I might just add a bit more. So yeah, the chainsaw looks really good. What's the next cool thing to look at? Let's have a look at his little hammer. So you can see the blood splatter there, just on the top. It's very difficult to see this one. There you go, you can see a bit better there. You can see the blood splattering from the actual front of it, like he's just whacked somebody. So again, it looks pretty good. It looks like it would be actual metal, like it would be cold to the touch, but it's not. It's plastic. I think you do get a blood effect. What works for this one, which I think it's this one. Let's have a look. You just stick it on there, so you can see there how that looks. So obviously you could have it in his hand, like he's just wipe somebody out. That looks really, really good. The blood effects that they do with the Mezco do look really good. So these are the other two what you get with it. So you can obviously attach to the chainsaw. Let's have a look. See how this one goes. These instructions, but Leatherface is actually stood on them at the moment. Is it going something like that? Something like that anyway. But yeah, you'll get the idea anyway. How to use the blood to have that effect. The next thing to look at is the little hatchet, and you can see there it's got the blood splatter again. Again, the blood looks okay, but it just needs to be a bit more gorier. I think it needs to be, just to stand out a bit more. But the handle and everything, you can see it's been nicely sculpted. Paintwork again is done really nicely. The paintwork on these Mezco figures are absolutely fantastic. This is one of the reasons why I've started collecting Mezco, because I just loved the paintwork and detail, and I really like my retro cloth figures. That's why I collect NECA retro cloth. And obviously Mezco is a lot more expensive, but you are getting top quality sculpt paintwork. You're getting basically 1/6 scale figures, but shrunken down. That's the way I look at it. You got the little bone knife there. Again, looks really, really nice. You see the bone there as well on the end of the knife. Again, this is super tiny. You can see all the detail, what's in there. Just crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. You get lots of different hands. They all look very dirty as well. Really grufty. You can see all the different hands there. If it focuses, because there's that many. You got one there. Let's have to do it this way, won't we? There you go. I'm not going to show you each hand because it'll take too long, but you can see how dirty they look. Really, really grufty, but you can see all that detail in them. And then fingernails, all the dirt and everything. That looks really, really good. You got some nice, like, gripping sort of hands, like he's ready to choke somebody. Really, really good. So yeah, you get plenty of hands. Obviously it comes with 2 hands with just fisted hands, which I don't get why they even include them in most of the actual figures themselves, because most people would not display, especially Leatherface, just stood there with just fist hands. It's just it's not the right look you want to be going for. I mean, for something like this, you're always going to have something in his hand like a weapon. The bucket of blood. That bucket looks absolutely fantastic. That looks actually like a real metal bucket. It's not, it's actually plastic. The handle as well does move. You just want to be careful with it though, because it is very thin plastic, so it could easily break. You can see all the blood there on the top. So there is a bit of blood you could add on top of this. So I'd like just drop some in there, like in the bucket. In that, that's pretty good. Obviously you can have him holding the bucket. Again, I don't know why you would though, because that's not something I would just display. But mind you can take some good photos with it. Obviously that's the whole point as well, collecting these figures, is taking photos. This is one of the head sculpts that it comes with, the old woman. This is probably one of the least likeliest ones that I'll ever display. I'll take some photos of it on obviously and check it out, but yeah, it's not something I'll be displaying, but it's done really, really nicely, really, really good. I always thought this mask was actually the same mask what he's got on right now, Leatherface, and he's just added a wig to it. Obviously not, it's actually different, somebody else's face in it. So yeah, that looks really good. I don't know if you can see the eyes there. You can see the eyes poking through. Again, these are very difficult to see through your own eyes. You can only see these actually through the camera. Looks very creepy. The final head sculpt for me, I absolutely love this one. Obviously, it's the pretty woman. Just looks so disturbing. I think it's because the face is so white, and obviously that makeup with the red lips and the blue, is it blue highlight or whatever you call it? I don't know. You got the bit of blush on the cheeks and everything. Looks really, really good. You can see it actually is face popping through at the side there. His ear and his bit of beard. Did you ever see his actual face in the movie? I can't remember. That looks really good. We're going to be trying that out very soon. Also, it comes with the actual base itself, as you can see there. Base looks really good again because obviously they've gone for the actual movie poster and what you see on most DVDs and yeah, whatever. But yeah, it looks really, really good. So yeah, good job there. Obviously, you get the little batteries, which I'm going to put in the chainsaw soon. Let's get this open. So this video is obviously going a lot longer because it's a Mezco one, so it does take time to actually go over all the stuff and you want to see it all properly, even though it's been out for a while. So you've got the apron here. You can see it's actually got some weathering and stains on there, which is good. So literally you can just put this over his head, tie it around his waist. It's very thin, but it's still very good. I like the colour and everything, which is probably accurate to the movie again. But yeah, the stain and everything looks good. It's got some nice staining on there. You got the apron, you got the blood splatter and everything, which looks good. Now the apron, which is interesting, again, I don't know how accurate it is because, like I said, I nearly need to see the movie again. But when he's got this apron on, there's a NECA one what's coming out. What they've redone this figure, NECA has, and it does look really, really good. But their apron is shorter than this one. So I was wondering, how does this go on? Hang on. Don't want to bust it. Just want to actually show you what I mean. So obviously that must be, you need to tie that to actually make it tighter. Let's just pull that tie out because that does not want to be covered over. Oh, come on, hurry up. I'm trying to rush it. Oh, this is what happens when you try and rush. You get everything stuck. Right, here we go. That'll do. There, so you can see there how it looks with the apron. That looks really, really good. It does need fastening at the back, so it needs to be a lot tighter than what it is at the moment. So I'll just hold it like that. Yeah, so anyway, what I was saying, the apron comes about, obviously, way past his knees, but the NECA one, the new one, the apron actually comes and stops probably about there. So I'm just wondering what is more accurate, there or like there, because it does look really good with the apron stopping about that far up instead of having it as far down as it is, because it looks good in person, this, with the apron like it is, but it looks like the apron looks too big to me. Now I've seen that image of the NECA one, this apron looks too big for me. It looks too low down. It needs to be further up. It needs to stop about here. So I don't know. You need to let me know again in the comments about that one. Is this apron accurate to the actual movie itself? Because like I said, I'm not 100% sure. But apart from that, the apron does look good. I like what they've done, the weathering and everything to it, and the paint, the actual blood splatter and everything does look really good. See on the back, there's not going on at the back. There is articulation in this, so what I mean by that is actually metal wiring on around this apron, which is good. I don't think there was in that one, was there? No, there's nothing in that one, but in this one there is actually metal, so around the edging, so you can actually bend it for what you want, basically, which is good. Right, let's get onto the jacket, because it's going on so long, this video. Right, jacket looks very small. Looks like it's going to be tight on him, but I have seen other videos and it does look okay. It does come up short on his arms though, which I don't know again if that is accurate to the movie. It does feel nice though, the jacket. It does look really good as well. You can see there's actually, I don't know if you can see, but I can see there's actually weathering done to it as well. You see the little pockets there, but there's actually no pockets there. So yeah, this will be interesting to actually get it on him, if it'll actually fit all right. I might be better off stopping the video and just doing that. But yeah, so we'll stop the video and we'll see how that looks. Right, I'll just quickly show you how this one looks first. The actual woman's look, the actually, I don't know, what is it called? Is it just called the granny look or grandma look or what? Or the in the kitchen look? I don't know. You see that the apron comes about here, which I think is accurate. What should be, this should be about that same, I think. But again, I don't know, you'll have to let me know in the comments. But yeah, you can see how that looks. That looks pretty good. You just need to bring these down a bit so you can't see these bit poking out. But yeah, that does look good. And by the way, when I changed the head sculpt, it came off really, really easy. I'll just show you now, look. That just comes off so easy. So we'll just take these off now and we'll just show you how it looks with the Pretty Woman look. Check that out. This is definitely the way I'm going to be displaying this, because this looks absolutely awesome. Now, there is a few issues when it comes to this jacket. The jacket is slightly too small. Now, when he stood there with nothing in his hands, so like literally when I had the head sculpt on him and the actual jacket, but I didn't put anything in his hands, I just had him stood there, the jacket fits all right. But once you start moving his arms and then putting stuff in his hands, that's when it comes too short in the sleeves and it comes a bit too short at the top here. Which is a shame, which is a big shame. It could have been slightly bigger, but apart from that, I think it looks absolutely fantastic. This looks amazing. I did put some batteries in this as well. When you're changing the hands, this little bracelet will come off, but it's easily put back on. You just want to be careful or you don't lose it. You can see how that looks like that. That looks really, really good. When I was putting the jacket on him, the thing that was coming into mind all the time was that movie. Oh God, what's the name of the movie? It's the movie from the 80s. He was a comedian, and he did a lot of comedy films, and he's a big fat guy. He died when he was like only in his 30s, probably because he was just doing so much whatever he was doing, like drugs and alcohol. He was really fat, he was, but yeah, he was really funny as well in his movies, and he was always in the set of movie with another actor, and I can't remember the names, it's done me head in, but I can't remember the name of the film, but he puts his jacket on, he's like, fat guy in the little jacket. So that's what it was reminding me of when I was putting his jacket on him, just like a fat guy with a little jacket, I know. But that's what it was reminding me of. If you know the name of that movie or the name of the actor I'm on about, again, leave that in the comments below. Surely you must have seen that movie. It's such a classic movie. But yeah. So yeah, as I said, the jacket fits all right, but it's literally when you start putting things in his hands, that's when it starts getting a bit too small. But you can see it looks absolutely fantastic. And if you press this button here, if it'll do it without knocking over. There we go. So that's all it does. It just plays the chainsaw sound and then it just stops itself. But this looks really good. I absolutely love it. Like I said, the only fault with it is literally, I think that this is too long and I think the jacket's slightly too small. And the sleeves on the shirt could have been a bit longer. But that's probably accurate. Even the jacket's probably accurate to the movie, because it's probably not even his jacket. It's probably just somebody else's jacket, or he's just basically just made it for it, basically, and he's got it on. And that's the whole point of him looking like the way he looks. But this figure is absolutely fantastic. I should have got it last year. I don't know why I left it so long. This is absolutely amazing figure. It just looks so good. I think it's going to be difficult to get in the pose. I think where it's near the end, where he's got the chainsaw up in the air, that might be a difficult pose to get him in, because obviously with his jacket being tight as you can see on the back as well, it's tight around the back. So yeah, it definitely needed to be a little bit bigger, a bit more giveaway. But apart from that, this figure is absolutely fantastic. I definitely recommend picking it up, or you've probably already got it if you're a Mezco collector. So I'm getting closer to getting all my Mezco horror figures. I've still got about another 7 to go. But I'm getting there. Literally, this is my 5th one, I think, now. So we're getting there. We'll try and knock at least a couple more out in the year. Maybe about, I'm going to try and get another 3. I know one of them I'm definitely getting anyway, because it's on pre-order, which I know it's not really horror, but is it horror? Is the Beetlejuice one. But like I said, that Beetlejuice one will probably be the best figure I'll ever get in my collection, because that looks crazy good. So hopefully you've liked this video. I know it's gone on quite a long time, but it is Mezco, and I like to go over everything properly, and I haven't done a review for ages. It feels like forever. But hopefully you've liked the video. Hit the like for us, subscribe if you've not subscribed. Leave comments down below. I've mentioned a lot of things that I would like to know feedback on, like obviously, is it accurate with this jacket? Is it accurate with the apron? Name that movie, fat guy in little jacket. Again, thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.